The big local story, a police officer seriously hurt on South Beach. After a very big scare, the Miami Beach police chief says the officer is recovering and in good spirits.
Police say he was run down by a motorcycle. Let's get out live right now to South Beach. CBS 4's Ty Russell is there with the latest on what happened. Ty.
Well, Rudabeh and Jim, Miami Beach police officers just reopened a stretch of Collins Avenue here within the last 30 minutes or so. A very scary situation and a long investigation throughout the day and tonight. Miami Beach police chief is telling us that he supports the way his officers handled this situation and made the arrest. And we're also learning a little bit more from investigators about what we don't see on cell phone video. Cell phone video shows Miami Beach police officers keeping a suspect on the ground. Nearby, Sergeant Philip Elmore is lying down. Another piece of video shows people rushing over to help him. Investigators say what the video doesn't show is the suspect who was on a motorcycle running into the police sergeant Friday evening after 5 o'clock.
I heard the crash and I tried to run, and there was a lady giving like first aid to one of the police officers.
Karen Rivera stood back and watched as people tried to help the injured 13-year vet with Miami Beach police.
Yeah, there was a police officer right there bleeding on the ground with his leg like all big and stuff. Yeah, they crashed really hard, really hard. They crashed like really hard.
Chopper 4 was overhead moments after the officer was injured. The suspect is accused of heading northbound in the southbound lanes on Collins Avenue near 7th Street. Police say Sergeant Elmore was standing at his post and tried to get the motorcyclist to stop. But investigators say when the suspect noticed the officer, he tried to get away.
I was in the corner and I heard this huge bump, and then everybody was on the floor and like everybody going crazy.
The department credits the increased presence of officers for capturing the suspect quickly and getting to the sergeant who was hurt. It happened when there were roughly 370 officers from multiple agencies in Miami Beach. It was the first day for the uptick in patrol following fights and violence last week during the start of spring break.
Oh my God.
And police say this was the only major incident on the first day of the increased presence of officers. And tonight at this late hour, we are still working to learn the name of the suspect and his exact charges. Now, police would only tell us that the suspect is expected to face multiple felony charges. We are live on South Beach tonight. I'm Ty Russell, CBS 4 News Tonight.
All right, Ty, thanks. Let's find out more about how the officer is doing now.
Our team coverage continues with CBS 4's Amber Diaz at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Amber.
Good evening to you both. Yes, and this hospital was packed with police this afternoon, all here to support one of their own who could have lost his life. Miami Beach Chief of Police walks up with good news after visiting one of his guys at Jackson Memorial Hospital.
He's obviously in a lot of discomfort, but we expect he'll make a full recovery.
The chief just paid a visit to 13-year veteran Sergeant Philip Elmore. He was hit by a motorcycle during a traffic stop on Miami Beach.
We're incredibly fortunate that he's going to be okay.
The 13-year vet was seen lying on Collins Avenue in pain. He was quickly taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital, followed by a caravan of police. Dozens of officers showed up. The chief said he didn't know much about the brazen rider, but he's hoping he'll be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
I fully expect he'll face a whole bunch of really serious charges. His behavior was outrageous, and he ran his motorcycle into a police officer, and I hope he pays a heavy price for that.
And the chief didn't get into the extent of Sergeant Philip Elmore's injuries. All he said was that he was up, smiling, joking around, and things could have been a lot worse. At Jackson Memorial Hospital, Amber Diaz, CBS 4 News Tonight.